Alright boys, we finally sacked up and went down to Star's End, and it was a very inconsistent grind. I've at least been there about 7 times now, and I gotta say, it's very odd. I sometimes pull 6k trash, I sometimes pull like 3k trash. It might just be the rotation that I'm messing with. It might just be me trying to get back into the Zerker and learning rotations and stuff. So there's a lot of factors. I would also like to just mention really quick that if you can tell by the footage in the background, Star's End is very laggy on old gen. So you'll have to just deal with that and realize that Star's End in lag with a Zerker, not the easiest thing to do. Like, real talk, I have to press like 15 buttons just to fucking move. So I'm just saying that there's a lot of weird factors that are working against me that make this grind a lot tougher. So you'll have to take this review with a grain of salt. Anyway, let's just go ahead and jump into the trash loot. So the first thing we got was a black star crystal, which can be made into a corrupted crystal, which sells for about 35 mil market value currently. I didn't sell it because I wanted to see if it's better than my current crystal, so I'm experimenting. However, if you did sell it, yeah, it's about 35 mil. Tax will bring it down to about 25, so just kind of take that as you will. Then we pulled 4.5k trash, which is pretty decent. However, at Ackman, I pull way more, which equates to just about 100 mil. Whereas for this, it's like 70-ish mil, which isn't terrible, but just I would much rather go to Ackman and pull more and guarantee more money. We also pulled 29 weapon stones, which sells for about 190k currently, and the armor stones we got 24, which also sell for about 170k. So those are pretty good. I'm not going to complain about armor stones. That's actually kind of nice. Then we have the fatty, and I mean the fatty fucking ancient dust. That is really thick. I wasn't expecting to get this much ancient dust, but this is pretty nice for Kafras. So we managed to pull roughly 130, maybe 140 mil, which is not terrible. It's really not, but the amount of effort that I have to put into grinding Star's End is way more than I'm used to. And considering that I can go to Ackman and do it with less effort, less investment, when I go to Ackman, I don't have to use church buffs. I don't have to use anything really. I can just grind Ackman as is, and the only things I have to pay for is pots. So the investment to go to Ackman is way less. The only thing that's really annoying is finding a portal. However, on the other side of the spectrum, we have Star's End, which has a distortion earring, which sells for like 200 million or something. Obviously, tax bring it down to about 100 something million. So even though that's pretty thick, I mean, Ackman, I've got the Tungrad earring, I pull 100 million trash, I've got the black shards, I've got the BMCs, I've got the scrolls, which the Sage is coming out really soon. As I'm recording this, it actually comes out in less than 3 hours. So real talk, I'm gonna make a lot of money just off of Ackman scrolls alone, so that's just better for me right now. I'm not saying Star's End is bad by any degree. What I'm saying is that for the way I have to grind Star's End, the amount of effort and the amount of bullshit I have to deal with is way more than I should have to deal with. If it was easy and I didn't have to, deal with lag, I didn't have to deal with shitty combos, I didn't have to deal with these horrible tankiness of these enemies, sure, this is probably top tier and would be a way better grind spot than Ackman, but there's no point in me sweating at Star's End for only to not get a disto. It just doesn't make sense when I can go to Ackman and do way better. My advice to you, go down to Ackman. If you're around my AP level, you'll pull way more trash and you won't have to try as hard. I'm sure somebody at Star's End right now can just decimate the mobs and do what they do. But for me, it's just not in the cards right now. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.